the search for Assistant Police Commissioner Jonathan Baroza kicks off in earnest, details are beginning to emerge how the former officer slipped through a dragnet to flee from the Algerian capital. Could Baroza have been tipped of his pending arrest, or did he rely on his gut instinct to flee? In what appears to have been either a coincidence or a carefully planned escape, Baroza left Algeria for a security meeting in Congo-Brazzaville on the day Uganda police force demanded his return home.
And this is actually a question I have. Maybe you all should be interested in. If indeed you want to arrest somebody who is abroad, and you know that in that country there is an embassy, accredited embassy, a full-fledged embassy, how can you make any attempts or anything without using the services of your embassy?
Some says if they had approached the embassy, they would have been helpful to ask the host government to do something about it.
Because if they approached us, maybe we would have picked interest and we would have a mandate to ask our host government to do something about it. But for us, it is a surprise to just keep reading in the media. Baroza in Algiers, some people are sent to arrest him. You can't arrest somebody without I don't know anyway. Altogether, I don't know whether the police was seriously looking for Baroza at all. Because if they did, it would have been so easy.
Police spokesperson Emilian Kaima told NTV that continued absence of Baroza from his station is a concern to the force.
So we got concerned that he was not at his duty station. A message was given to find possibly where he could be, and he's not in his home. He's not anywhere that we know in Uganda. Probably he's somewhere. But that's a concern for us as a police fraternity. I'm sure it's the concern that the family also has.
Baroza conspicuously went missing during the week. A request by the Uganda police was received by his employers, the African Union Mechanism for Police Cooperation Afripo Secretariat, demanding that he is sent home to meet the IGP, Martin Okoth-Ochola. NTV has obtained a copy of the letter authored by Afripo, dated 19th July 2018, addressed to the Embassy of the Republic of Uganda in Algiers. It reads, the Afripo Secretariat received an email from the Afripo National Liaison Office of Uganda on the 13th June 2018, informing that Mr. Baroza was urgently required to meet the Inspector General of Uganda Police Force. It reads further, a ticket was also sent, a copy of which is here attached. This information was transmitted to Mr. Baroza accordingly. It is, however, noted that whereas Baroza was expected back in Algiers on the 16th June, according to his ticket, he has not reported back to office to date. In the course of executing his duties, Baroza was nominated to represent Afripol at a high-level meeting of the chiefs of police from the Central and West Africa, slated for Congo-Brazzaville from 13th to 14th June 2018. The agenda of the meeting was meant to strengthen cooperation in the fight against transnational organized crime. However, Baroza, who was meant to return to Algiers on June 16th, has since been reported missing.
In their response, they are saying that yes, indeed, we had Baroza working here, seconded by the Ugandan government through our embassy in Addis Ababa. But unfortunately, that officer has disappeared. We don't know where he is. And so upon receiving that letter, we sent it back to Kampala.
Ambassador Ntuma Sambu says he learned of Baroza's disappearance on television.
We watch NTV from here, through YouTube and, online live coverage. We get the whole thing from NTV. And that's why I'm actually not surprised when you called me. And it's good that you call to verify, because he has actually never worked at the Ugandan embassy at all. And I started asking myself, where is he? Because actually the impression given to the Ugandan public is that he works or he used to work at the Ugandan embassy.
Our own went missing. So we are in the process of finding where he could be so that we can know what exactly happened. Currently, we do not know where he is, and it's a concern, as I said. And the police, as a fraternity, is concerned. If he's alive, we shall get to know where he is. And maybe the world, maybe people out there know where he is. How I wish they would notify us. No, he's here. But what you should know, he was in Algeria as a liaison officer for the Uganda police, of course, belonging to this country. So the embassy was new and took care of him. Unfortunately, when you go missing and the embassy and all those concerned don't seem to know where you are, it would be a concern, obviously.
They were not. Again, this is the problem. The police was secretly, the police, Uganda police, they have a partnership with the Algerian police here, and each time they would have all engagements with them. It was always only the police, the Algerian police, that would have the courtesy of informing the embassy, look, we have this and this. Now, similarly, it was actually the police, together with the landlord, that approached the embassy, and they told us, and we knew for the first time where actually Baroza was staying. He approached us and he said, we have this landlord here. If he wants to occupy, to give away his apartment, but one of your countrymen was staying there, so we want you to come and witness the removal of his things.
Baroza was posted to the Algerian mission on the August 7, 2017. This after he was seconded by the former Inspector General of Police, General Kare Kayihura.
He was a PA, personal assistant to the former IGP, General Kare, for some time. And as we always move from one station to the other, the former IGP deployed him, and of course that's the police, to Algeria in 2017.
He was subsequently issued with a contract as Senior Counter-Terrorism Officer with Afripol, valid from September 15, 2017 to 14 September 2019. NTV has seen a copy of his appointment letter, which remains shrouded in mystery. Whereas the African Union job took effect in August 2017, Baroza left the country for Algeria in May 2017 and was appointed police liaison officer charged with overseeing the procurement of CCTV cameras to be installed in Kampala and other towns to improve security surveillance. So it is possible that Baroza was sent to Algiers even before his appointment with the African Union took effect. Or did he serve first in a different capacity before he was appointed by the Afripol Secretariat?
Was posted to Algeria as a liaison officer in Afripol. Now, where an officer abandons his duty station, as his supervisors, we are supposed to know where he is. It is our duty to look for him. What is the problem? We want to know what has gone berserk with him. So that's why we want to look for him. So it is just that. We could grant research in Toro as well.
Uganda's envoy to Algeria, Arintu Masambo, told NTV that he was also surprised about Baroza's presence in Algiers.
We are sure that maybe somebody would officially approach us and ask us about him. And surprisingly, we received a letter from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs also asking the same questions like you. And which surprised me because my ministry is supposed to know who and how many people are at our embassy abroad.
Baroza did not also register his presence at the embassy when he reported unwritten corridor for Ugandan government officials who work in Algeria. A protege of Kaihura, who is currently detained at Makindye military barracks, Baroza's quick ascendance in rank with the force was not attributed to his own bootstraps, but his close ties to the former police boss. With a short span of time, Baroza, who has previously worked as a personal assistant to Kaihura, raised from the rank of superintendent to assistant commissioner. With the controversy swirling over the death of former Assistant Inspector General of Police Andrew Felix Kawesi, Baroza was quickly sucked into the intelligence community, cloak and dagger games when he was assigned to Algeria 2 months later. There were allegations claiming he had fled to avoid security over the death of Kawesi.
So much that is written in the press, especially the print and the social media. So much is written there. It takes an intelligent mind to read and analyze. And many of these are speculations because viewers will know that many of those who have written these will always quote anonymous sources who are not probably, as you the media do. Someone who is not supposed to be speaking to the media gave us this information. Much of it is guesswork.
Kaima says Baroza for now is not being investigated for any crime. He revealed that police would soon issue an alert so that Baroza can be traced.
We are not looking for him to answer any charges. We are only concerned that he went missing. There is a procedure where we shall write a document, an innocent document to the world, asking them if they know where he could be. Let them tell us because he's our officer. We are concerned.
Thrust into the crosshairs of intelligence agencies, Baroza became a likely target as a purge against Kaihura's acolytes took shape. Bare after Kaihura was arrested on June 13th, a joint team of CMI and ISO operatives has arrested scores of his former associates, all confidants. They include Lieutenant Colonel Peter Musherure, former Deputy Director of Crime Intelligence in Police, Habati Muhanji, former Flying Squad Commander, former Senior Superintendent of Police and former Head of Cybercrime, Richard Ndaboine, former Director of Crime Intelligence in Police, Canon Duhura Atwoki, and several other high-ranking police officers. It is not clear yet whether Baroza is currently living, but highly pressed security sources reveal that he remains a key person into investigations relating to espionage and other crimes. Jingo Francis, NTV.